Let's work on lighting. I will start with overriding the material as usual. I will click Preserve and check opacity. This way, the opacity maps from 3 materials will still work and will have an accurate representation of 3 models. Otherwise, we would get these rectangle-shaped leaves, as you can see in the viewport. I go to the Lighting tab and draw Corona Sun in the viewport. I will create the sun on the opposite side of the camera, so we can see the sun in the view. Select the sun and the camera and isolate them. I will add the camera to the separate layer and the sun to the light layer. Then let's align the target of the sun to the camera. This way, the preview of the sun will be exactly in the position visible on the render. You can see that's true then, and I move the sun to the corner here. If the target is not aligned with the camera, it's not always the case. Let's add Corona Sky to the environment. Go back to the render settings and set up the light mix. I'll unhide everything and start moving the sun around to find the best position. I will start somewhere here. Let's see how it looks rendered. Again, I have this fast preview turned on, so I will disable it in the render settings. I'll move the sun. I want to have more shadows in the foreground. I will move it a bit to the left also. Looking good. Next, I will add clouds. Open the Environment tab and copy the Corona Sky to the Material Editor. In the settings, just click Enable Clouds. Now we have clouds. They're not visible though. Let's lower the exposure. Now you can see them a bit. I will increase the amount of clouds a little bit. Now our sun is gone. That's because we have shadowing from clouds turned on in the settings. I will disable this option. Let's remove these circus clouds, as I'm not a fan of this type of cloud. I will try to find the best cloud to set up. With the offset, you can move around the whole formation in the X or Y direction. I will actually isolate just the sun so the rendering is faster. Turn on bloom and glare. Now you can see the sun is behind the clouds. I try to find the position where the sun is visible, otherwise it might look a little bit fake. I will increase the height of the clouds. You can clearly see the sun is still behind the clouds. I think there are too many clouds, so we reduce the amount. Now with this seed value, I can just click to find the best setup. I will reset the offset value and go back to setting the seed. I think that setup is good. Let's unhide everything and bring up the exposure. I will show you how to darken just the sky. Open the render settings and go to the scene environment. You can turn on direct visibility override. You can see that the sky is black. That's because we don't have any map there, just the black color. Then I can add color correct map and plug the sky there. I will add the same map to the refraction override in case we can see through some windows. Use the instance option to have the same map there. I will lower the exposure in the Corona Color Correct map. And now you can see that just the sky is darker. It is a great technique. Go back to the cloud settings and adjust the seed a bit to find the best position. I am not a fan of this huge cloud on the left-hand side. I need some context, so I will isolate the sun with these two trees. And hide the sun. I forgot to select it. Now, just go and change the seed until you find the best position. Finally, I am happy with this result. You can see that sun is visible, so there is no issue. As we have the sun and sky ready, let's add the environmental fog. This will give us a nice aerial perspective effect. I love to use this technique. I will start by creating the box in the viewport. It will be the volume of our fog. Set it up so the camera is not inside, but we can see only the box. In the new Corona 10, you can have the camera inside the volumetric material. But if you use the older version, just keep the camera outside. I will go to render settings and add the volumetric pass so I can see what the isolated fog looks like. I will also add the transfluency pass as I will need it later on in post-production. Then, let's create a new volumetric material and apply it to the box. I will go to the box properties and display them as a box. It sounds funny, but this way we'll only see a wireframe and you can easily select something inside. Otherwise, if you want to select something, we would always select the box. Adjust the height of the box. Let's see how it looks rendered. I adjust the color. Usually, I set it up to 235. I use the same color here. I will set the directionality to 0.5 and then let's increase the distance. We can't see anything because we have the material override turned on, so just exclude the box object. And here you go. We have the fog visible. Obviously, it's way too dense. Let's start with increasing the directionality. There you can see that the light is more visible on the fog. Then just increase the distance until you are happy with the result. Now we can see more background. The larger the distance, the less dense and visible the fog. I will increase it even more. Looking good. I will make the box way lower, so we can see more sky. Basically, we won't have as much fog in the upper area of the image. Maybe lower it even more. Now we have the best of both worlds. So the fog is in the background and the sky is visible. Awesome! I'm really happy with the result. See you in the next lesson.